Good afternoon, everyone. When you think of Hawaii, tropical beaches and snow-covered volcanic peaks.
Views from the coastline to the peaks, clearly visible snow line. The view on top of Mauna Kea, ice and feet of snow. A rare fog dome appearing in Wales, and at the same time on the coast, a fog waterfall. Sprites appearing over Japan. And those of you waiting for the cold to arrive, tomorrow's it. These record cold temperatures are going to be sweeping across the United States. And until December 19th, this is the amount of snow that each area should receive. I do want to thank all my Patreon supporters. I just released my comparison of the sun 2014 to 2016, along with some slides going back to 2002 with visible cloud cover. I sent that to you today. Please look for it in your inboxes. It talks about the solar cycles back to the Maunder minimum, as well as the variance in the strength and the length of these going into the grand solar minimum. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, Adapt 2030. More snow expected for the summits of Hawaii. Second snow warning reissued now. 2 feet of snow on December 1st and 2nd. Now another foot going to roll through the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The winter snowstorm warning out for all of the Big Island summits. Heavy drifting snow and freezing fog in Hawaii normally don't go together in the same sentence. The first drop of snow on December 1st, visible after the 2nd where there were 2 feet of snow. A few shots coming in here of those down on the coastline areas. Further up the face of the volcano heading up to Mauna Kea. Aerial shots here. This is from CBS US News on December 3rd. Snow depths just after the storm was ending at the observation area. Brief respite, but whoosh, back in. Storyful covered this one. Another foot of snow being dumped with high winds. And here's what the cams look like at the end of December 3rd. Drifting snow 5 feet deep with average 3-foot snow depths at the peaks. This image, multiple peaks receive snow. USA Today weather covering it as well. Speaking of cold temperatures, those of you who've been asking when this cold is arriving in the United States that's going to break all these records, that'll be 30 degrees Fahrenheit below normal temperatures. Wait no longer. It's arriving today. That's going to sweep through the next 3 days till December 8th and 9th. Records kept back to the 1880s will be broken as this storm sweeps through. Taking a look out 2 weeks into the snowfall totals, you can find your area on the map, and this will cover over the next 2 weeks how much snowfall you receive. Let's go across the Atlantic over to Wales. Strange fog dome appearing. It's minus 4 degrees Celsius, but there's a fog dome over there. Cooler weather across Wales as well for the weekend. They called it a rare UFO-like fog dome. Close-up image here for you. And then in that same area, a waterfall of fog off the cliffs. I think they should call it fog falls. A wider out view for you. Great sunrise. Speaking of electrical anomalies, Ibaraki Prefecture in Japan. Sprites. Incredibly beautiful here, close up. This was Yasuo Takeda. Took the images 50 to 90 kilometers above the ground. You'll start to see more of these electrical phenomenon as our sun goes into a weakened state during the grand solar minimum.
Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. This is the 2nd year in a row that it snowed in the peaks of Hawaii. It seems to be becoming a trend as more galactic cosmic rays penetrate our atmosphere, creating more cloud cover. You can expect that this year forward, for the next 15 years, it's going to snow every year on those peaks in heavier amounts, as well as at record cold temperatures that are going to shatter records back into the 1840s, 1850s, 1880s across the United States and Canada. Welcome to the first year of the cooling. It will intensify also from this point forward.
Please remember to jump over to Trade Genius. As our weather's changing, seasons are flopping, snow's in unusual places, our crops are going to have difficulties. There's going to be pushes on price. Bob at Trade Genius, they're trading just on the grand solar minimum agricultural losses and price increases, especially natural gas, which was up 35%. They nailed that. Anyway, jump over there, talk to Bob. He'll be happy to explain to you what their trading strategies are. And as always, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030. And you can visit me on Patreon. And those of you that are my subscribers already, thank you so much. I am going to continue to put out your weekly newsletter for you, covering a different subject in depth. Our next one's going to be the grand solar minimum forecast going out to 2060, and we'll see really if we can peg a timeline on that.